Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. So today we're going to be playing with the new, well, is it new though? It's Colourpop. They've already come out with 2 more launches, I think, but I got my Star Wars in Colourpop. I did not get all the pieces because I just decided if I'm not going to use it, I'm not buying it. Now, with the exception of these 2 things, because I don't think I'm going to use these 2 things. And that is the Jelly Much Shadows. I did get both of them. One's like a silver and one's a gold type thing. It is Astromech. Astromech? Yeah, I don't know. And Protocol. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I remember watching it, this particular one, when I was little. But as far as the newer ones, I haven't, I mean, I'm sure I have seen them, but I'm not like that type of fan. You know what I mean? I did love this particular versions of them when I was younger, and I still like them. But I don't know. I don't have much time really for movies, and just, that's an hour to 2 hours out of your life. And I ain't got an hour, 2 hours in my life to, honestly spend on watching a movie, as sad as that sounds. I'm barely able to make it through a TV show. And honestly, I do understand why TikTok is so popular now, because it's no more than 3 minutes to 5 minutes for a video. Like, hello, that's my time span. But, and you can consume so much too. But anyway, I also picked up 2 lipsticks. I have the Dark Lord and Surrender. Dark Lord looks like this. I really like the attention to details though on these. Like, there's little like stars, and I mean, it's just so cool. I really like the attention to details. And there's a hair on mine. Cat hair. Lovely. And then Surrender is a pretty red color, I guess. It's very pretty. And again, the attention to detail is just, I mean, it's pretty good. They did do a good job on this one. I will say that. And the palette, I'm going to tell you, it's beautiful. And these 2 shades here I've never seen before in a Colourpop palette. And that is Outer Rim and Space Pirate. This is the look we're going to be doing. Okay, I used the shade Outer Rim for my lid. I'm kind of wanting to pick up another palette, because I feel like the Space Pirate and Outer Rim are 2 shades that, like, I want. Like, I'm willing to pop them out of palettes, okay? Obviously, the rest of these shades are very pretty shades, but I make a mess, as always. I probably do have those shades in my collection, you know what I mean? But these 2 are very pretty, and I would be wondering if I could pop them out. Before filming this, like, if you would have got my first impression, I was really wowed by this lid shade, in which you'll see in a minute. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go into Starfighter first. So I really, like I said, I'm not a big, fan of anything, really. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I don't have time. Between my children, my grandchildren, Disney, yeah, I mean, if it's a Disney, I am watching that because, again, I got kids, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, Disney comes out with some pretty good shows, and then Netflix, because there's certain, kid shows on it. But it's basically kid shows I'm watching now. My 2 older children don't live with me anymore, but I do have my son. My next youngest would be my son, and he's 12. Yes, he'll be 13 this year. And then my daughter just turned 9. So she's the youngest. And then, of course, the 2 grandchildren. But anyway, now my 13-year-old, he is getting into anime. But he kind of like sticks to himself, you know, because he's, you know, going to be 13. And I get it. Where my daughter still wants to, you know, be around me and her dad and stuff. My son's sort of more to himself, playing on his computer and stuff, but he does watch anime. And I've sort of walked past that, and that seems sort of cool, you know, but I don't really watch. I do listen to books through Audible. So I do read a little bit. Well, I guess I listen to somebody else reading, but I mean, that's more into like on my off time or watching YouTube even, you know. But I do remember as a kid watching these. So this is, I mean, this is just a basic brown, really. Most of these shades you have in your collection time and time again. I do think that the color selection they chose fits the Star Wars theme pretty well. To be honest, I don't really see any fault in that, you know, the color selection or anything. Again, it's all preference, what you feel, what you think. But the good thing, here's the thing. You can purchase this based on the Star Wars, right? And have it for decor, I suppose. Or you can purchase it to use it. In which case, it's kind of what you do, you know, with makeup. So to me, we're going to go into loyalty now. It's like, it kind of also has to be usable. Like, it can't just be all colors based on a show. Because if said colors aren't usable or cohesive, what's the point? You know what I mean? I'm just putting that loyalty to darken this up a little bit. And again, I'm not a makeup artist, so if these colors didn't have something in there that I felt comfortable using, then I'd get no use out of it. Sort of like the Jelly Much shadows. I'm really not for sure on them. I'm going to have to play with them. And just see how I can somehow incorporate that into my look somehow, because I really don't know, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how I'm going to incorporate that. Just because, like, I've never really used them, number one. Did I get that in some, I think I got that in some other collection too. And ended up not using them. And I'm just not about the wastefulness anymore. Probably because I have so much that I have to go through already that I'm sitting here thinking, I don't need it. If you're not going to use it, get rid of it. And I already have issues about not getting rid of stuff even though I'm not using it, because I feel like I may use it, or I want it for just namesake, or I want it just because it's so pretty type of thing. I'm going to take that loyalty shade on my lower lash line. So I'm now to the point where I'm like, yeah, no, you know. But I feel like with this palette, if you are into Star Wars, then it's going to be a palette that you can use for whatever type of look you want. Whether you want a more natural look, whether you want like the deep dark look, whether you want daytime, nighttime, whatever it may be. I do feel like this palette can give that to you. Okay, now I'm going to go into the shade Outer Rim. I am not going to spray this brush, but I'm really thinking about buying this palette again just for the shade. I know that sounds so silly in a sense, but wait, I've never even seen a shadow like this in their palette before. But look at it. Oh my goodness. It is just so pretty. I mean, it is so pretty. And I'm trying to think, because sometimes like colors, they may look different, and then when you put them on, of course it looks like something else. And I really am thinking, like when I put this on, first off, I was like, oh wow, you know what I mean? Like, it's so pretty. But then I was thinking, do I have this in my collection anywhere? And I don't think I do have this shade in my collection anywhere. And I feel like the shade I didn't get to use today, the other one that looks like this, the Space Pirates, I feel like I'm going to love that shade just as much as this one. Like, look at that. That is so pretty. I mean, it's just so, so pretty. Look at it. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. But what I am noticing is, well, I don't know, maybe it's not. Maybe it is the same. I started thinking they're kind of different on my lids, but maybe not. It may just be the way the light's hitting each of them. They could be the same. Alright, and then for inner corner, I went into Rebel Princess. And I'm just going to pop that on my inner corner very easily and lightly. And again, not wetting the brush or anything. And I didn't get any fallout with these shades, which I didn't think I would, but I didn't. But if I did, it would have been my fault because I could have sprayed them. Alright, so there's that. I put a silver liner in my waterline. I don't know what I did with it though, to give you the shade. It's color, oh here it is, it's Colourpop's. As always, it's Kicker. In my upper and lower waterline is what I put there. And then a piece of glitter. Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. Alright. So then for my, alright, does that look? I mean, here's my thing. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they both look the same. This eye, my lid looks lighter than this eye. And again, it could be the light messing with me right now. But that's the thing when you're mixing these colors, like when they're like, what do you want to call it? Like, how could you possibly get the same, like, because where they're like different colors, how can you get the same shade each time if it's a mixture of colors? You know what I mean? The exact same shade. So I feel like this eye looks lighter than this one, but it could be the light. So I could be wrong. Maybe I think I'm wrong. Never mind. Excuse me on that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I do wonder that though. How do you get the same shade each time if you're mixing shades, you know. But I don't care. I still like this shade, regardless. Whatever way, whether it's a darker, because this eye looks darker than this eye, due to the light, I still like this shade. And lighter, I like this shade. So, for top lashes, I'm going to use my Gucci mascara. And then for bottom lashes, I'm going to use my MAC. If you can hear the girls, they're fighting. And my daughter and my granddaughter, my older granddaughter. And they're like sisters, really. Well, you know, she's 9, my granddaughter is 5. So they're at the right age to be sisters. And they fight like 2 girls, I'm telling you. I always thought I wanted a sister when I was growing up, until I actually seen these 2 together, and now I'm like, yeah, I don't want a sister. But I did always want a younger sister. I didn't get that. I got a younger brother. Lucky me. Family issues there. Okay. Bottom lash is the Extended Play Giga Black Lash. And I'm not going to really put that too much on my bottom lashes, because I was kind of leaving it more simple. Because I really didn't do anything to my bottom lash other than run that one color. But I wanted it to be more, I don't know. Like, I didn't want to go all out with color, you know what I mean? Because obviously you can tell that palette, you definitely can go all out with color. It's got blue, it's got red, black, you know. But sometimes those overshadow that you can get just this kind of look, you know. I don't know what you would call it. Again, because here's the thing. You have these, they're called natural, or daytime, nighttime, every day. What does that mean? Because to each is their own, right? So you really don't know I don't know what to call these looks, you know what I mean? Because if they're dark and, like, my definition of that is night, or not me. But you know what I mean? Like, but somebody else's, that could be their daily look. So it's hard to tell or describe things. But I guess neutral with a pop of shimmer on, you know what I mean? Because neutral's neutral no matter how you look at that, and it's just a neutral shade. So, but again, this is what the palette looks like. And you can definitely go very colorful, hands down. But you can also go very neutral. I'm going with that. Neutral. So colorful and neutral. There you go. Because it's not dull. Like, the look's not dull by no means. Like, that, oh my goodness. I'm telling y'all, I really like that shade. Outer Rim, and I do like Space Pirate too. Those two shades, I mean, I give it to Colourpop on this one. And I'd like to see more of these shades. I'd like to see a palette of nothing but shades like that. Because then if you bought like the, didn't they come out with like an all mattes or something? If you bought that and then had a palette of all of those shades, I mean, I use my, what are they called? Super Shock shadows. Like, those are amazing too. I mean, I give it to Colourpop. They got good formula for the price point, for sure. I mean, even without the price point, you know? Like, this look will last all day. It won't fade. It's not going to transfer. It's not going to be all over my face. Like, none of that's going to happen. Now, their glitter formulas, not good. Not good. Pressed glitter, not good. But that could be me too. I'm not a big... I mean, I can be a fan of it, but I'm not a fan of it. I'd rather stay away from it, but if it's pretty enough, I'll use it to a certain extent. Like, because I'm not a makeup artist, so things are harder for me to do, you know what I mean? But I believe that if you're in the same boat as me and you're not a makeup artist and you're new to makeup, this palette is going to be so easy to use, and you're going to come out with all sorts of looks. I think you can create colorful to just neutral to day to night, whatever you got in your mind that can go into this color story, you know what I mean? Regardless of the packaging. Like, if you're not in Star Wars, forget Star Wars. Just look at the color story. Those two shades alone that I was talking about, the Space Pirate and Outer Rim, so worth it. Lipstick, the attention to detail is good. If you like the colors, go for it. This color is not bad. I could definitely get use out of this. The red, though, I probably won't get that much use out of just because I don't wear red very often. However, my younger daughter looks amazing in red lipsticks. Amazing. She has such pale skin. And she puts a red one, and I'm like, ugh. I mean, she just looks like a little princess, really. But, and then the Jelly Much shadows, I have no clue. I just sit there and stare at that going, what am I supposed to do with you? I guess I should probably look into those a little more. I mean, they're pretty and all, don't get me wrong. But I just don't know what to really do with them. Because they're so jelly. I mean, I just don't know how to really apply those, I suppose. But if you're into the Jelly Shock shadows, or Jelly shadows, you know, they're definitely very pretty colors. Like I said, it's a gold and like a silver color, so. But it's a pale gold. Not like a gold type of thing. So, but that's all I got for you today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I do upload. I am uploading pretty regularly, I guess. You know? Oh, you hold up. See, I'm glad I looked at this. Let me make sure real quick, actually. Okay, so it's not really a silver. So it is a pale gold. That's that Jelly Shock. And this is the other one. Astromech, I guess, is like a blue purple. I don't know, that's really pretty though. There it is on my hand. I don't know, there's the gold one there. And there's that one. That is pretty. Man, I need to figure out how to use these because that's really pretty. I like that a lot. Interesting. Alright, I'll let you go. I've wasted enough of your time. I'll see you in my next one. Until then, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye.